Hi, welcome to my channel. If you're new, I'm Curly Girl Angela G. So grab some coffee and settle in. This might be a little bit of a longer video. I'm going to do my curated makeup collection videos, and this will be, I believe, 4 parts. So this first one is going to be complexion products, sunscreen, primer, foundation, concealers and correctors, powder, setting spray, and then also brow products and single eye products like eyeshadow, eye primer, mascara, and I think that's it. So I'm going to just go through, give you a little, my thoughts on each product and show you what I have in my collection. I will have everything listed in a pinned comment for you in case you are interested in checking it out. And then anything that can be listed will be listed over on my Bendable storefront. That link is in my description box all of the time. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first sunscreen I have is the Suntouchable Invisible Sunscreen SPF 35. This is a sunscreen and primer in one, and it is a nice clear sunscreen, so it goes on clear and doesn't leave a white cast. I do really like this. This is just a little sample, and I'll probably pull it into my project pan and start working on it soon. Next, we have the Paula's Choice Extra Care Non-Greasy Sunscreen SPF 50 for face and body. So I really like this one. I mostly use it on my body, but I do use it on my face sometimes, and it doesn't break me out or anything. It does look pretty under makeup. There's no white cast. It's not greasy. It's lightweight, and I actually really recommend this one, especially if you don't want a separate sunscreen from your face and body. But I really like this one. It's available on Paula's Choice, but it's also available on Amazon. And last but not least, for sunscreen, we have Supergoop Superscreen Hydrating Daily Cream SPF 40. So this one is in my project pan for 2024 at the moment, and it's like just a regular moisturizer cream. And I really like this one. I don't know that I would repurchase it necessarily, but it is nice. It sits nicely under makeup. I have it on today, although I did do a very glowy, bronzy look. You can see that in Tuesday's video. I'll leave it linked for you up in the eye, whichever side that is. But I do really like this. It sits beautifully under makeup, but it's comfortable and doesn't leave a white cast or anything, so I do like that one. Next, we have primers. So I have the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base All-in-One Primer and Moisturizer. I will be using this one this month because it got pulled into my deck of panning. You probably have already seen that one. I think it goes up before this one. But this is a moisturizer primer all-in-one. It's really nice, lightweight. It does have a scent, so if you're sensitive to fragrance, you might not like this, but I really like it. And we have the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer that is also in my project pan, and I'm working on getting that one used up. I like it, but I like the liquid one better. You've seen one of those in my empties recently, and I'll probably repurchase that one when I finish this one. Then we have the Power Grip Primer, and this is a tacky primer that just holds on to your makeup and makes it last. I like this one, but I also have a sample of the Power Grip with Niacinamide, 4%. And I really like this. This is just a deluxe sample, but I've already used up a full size of this, and I do plan to repurchase it when I finish both of these ones. But this one is my favorite. This one is good if you don't necessarily want the niacinamide. And then this one's not technically a primer. This is 3 products in one. This is my Franken Glow that's in my project pan. I mixed 3 glowy products together, so I'll tell you what those are. It's one of the sunscreens, which is the Suntouchable WOA from e.l.f. And then the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion in the shade 1. And then the In Beauty Project Face Glaze Highlighting Gel Cream, because I didn't like any of these 3 all on their own, so I mixed them together. I did use some of that on my legs today, and I do love it as a primer underneath makeup. It's really pretty and glowy. If you have oily skin, it might be a little too much, although I doubt anybody's mixing all 3 of these products. But individually, I love this one in a different shade. I don't like this shade on myself. This one was just okay. I definitely don't love it. And this I like, but I have to be really careful about what I wear it with. But it was getting down to the very end in my project, and so I just put the last little bit in with these 2 products. Alright, next is foundation. So I have the Believe Beauty Skin Finish Foundation, medium to full coverage. Believe Beauty can be found at Dollar General stores. It's a little harder to get a hold of, but if you told me that this was a high-end foundation, I would believe you. The formula is fantastic. It does come in a nice glass bottle with a pump. If a $5 foundation company can do this, how come some of the higher-end ones can't? But I really like this foundation. It will probably be the next one I pull into my project pan, if I'm being honest. But I have a couple more Franken products that I'm working on finishing up. But I really like this one. Then we have the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Skin Tint SPF 15 with Pro Vitamin D and Cactus Flower. I like this one. It's a really thin, sheer coverage product that just kind of evens the skin tone. It doesn't provide much coverage and I like it. However, I have discovered that this one's a little finicky as far as what you wear underneath it, and so I have to be really careful about that, but I do like the product. Then we have the Cali Ray Free Dreaming Skin Wellness Diffusing Tint, and again, this is a really thin sheer product, or a thin light product, but it does have some coverage. So unlike a lot of skin tints, this one does pack a punch, and I do really like it. This shade is a little bit yellow for me. I have the 3 light neutral undertone, and I would say it's a little yellow, even though it says that it's a neutral undertone. So I will pull this in and try it out again soon because I haven't used it in a while, but I do like it. Then we have the newest one to my collection. This is the e.l.f. Camo Hydrating CC Cream. It says it's full coverage, long lasting, and dewy finish. It has SPF 30 in it, and I really like this. I tried the original one, did not like it at all, but this one is really, really good, and I have been using the heck out of it. I've already used up quite a bit of it, so I really like this one. If you didn't like the first one, but you want something a little more hydrating and less dry looking, I would suggest trying this one. And then this little pot is the last of my HEIMISH BB cream, the Moringa Ceramide Tinted Moisturizer Makeup Plus Sunscreen SPF 30. I cut this open yesterday. I have a TikTok about how I did this, and my TikTok is linked down below, but it was down to the very end. This is in my project pan, and this is all I had left of it, so I wanted to decant it because the pump stopped working on me. So I have that one, but it's almost gone, so it'll be out of my inventory, and I don't think I'll repurchase this one. Then we have the LA Girl Pro Color Foundation Mixing Pigment for lightening foundations that are too dark for me. I don't use this a lot because I don't tend to change too much from summer to winter, but it is nice to have on hand in case I need it. And we have the Lancome Tinted Ultra Wear Foundation. This has a sunscreen and it also SPF 25. This was my wedding foundation a year ago that Kyra had given me, and I really, really like this. It's a nice fuller coverage foundation, but it can definitely be sheared out some, and it's really, really nice. Then we have the Maybelline Superstay Activewear Foundation, and I like this one. It's not my favorite. It's probably towards the bottom of the list of favorites, but I do like it, and when I'm wanting a little bit fuller coverage foundation, I do reach for this one. Then we have the Maybelline Superstay Skin Tint, and I have a love-hate relationship with this. Sometimes it works on me, sometimes it doesn't. It is too light for me, so I do have to mix it with something or deepen it. I want to try this with the e.l.f. bronzing drops because I haven't done that yet, but I am still undecided on this one. Like I said, it's a love-hate relationship with it, but I know a lot of people love it, so I'm trying to figure out why I don't. I feel like it looks really dry on my skin, but that could just partially be the shade too, so I'm going to keep trying this one out. Then we have the Merit, what is this called? Perfecting Complexion Stick, and I kind of like the other one. I have a love-hate relationship with it. It sometimes works, sometimes doesn't, depends what I wear it with. It's a little bit finicky. It can be sheared out or built up, but I am going to continue testing it and see if I want to hang on to it. And last but not least is my Franken foundation. I mixed 3 samples I picked up at Sephora. I had tried them out individually. There is a video in my foundation playlist, and tested each one individually, and then I mixed them together. So what is in here is the Makeup Forever HD Skin Hydra Glow, the Makeup by Mario foundation, and the Glossier foundation, the Stretch foundation. So I do like this, and I just want to finish it up. Okay, so on to concealers and correctors. So I decanted the last of this. This is the Bobbi Brown skin corrector stick in light bisque, and it had gotten down to the plastic, so I dug it all out. It's in my project pan, and that is all I have left of it. I don't think I'll repurchase this one because I do want to get the NYX Fix Stick in the pinker shade. I do have the regular concealer shade and I really like it, but I'm almost done with this, so again, something else that'll move out of my inventory. Then we have the e.l.f. Cosmetics Hydrating Camo Concealer. I like this one. It's got a pretty good window in it. I like this one. It's not my very favorite, but I do like it, and I hang on to it for when I'm doing e.l.f. looks or drugstore looks because it is a pretty good concealer, and it's one of my fuller coverage concealers, so I do like that one. Then we have the Glossier Stretch Concealer that's in my project pan, and I'm working on finishing this one this year just because it is so old, and I will probably not repurchase it, but I do really like it. And this one is really pretty all over the face too, so it's one of the ones I can use if I happen to have a blemish or something. Then we have the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Corrector in the peach shade. This one is a little deep for me. I haven't actually tried this on my face yet, but I have swatched it. I need to try that. In fact, I think I'm going to leave this one sit out so I can try that this week because I'm curious if it will even work for me. Otherwise, I will declutter it, but I'm going to leave that one out. And then we have the Faux Filter Concealer. This one's a little yellow for me, but I love the formula of this one. It's pretty full coverage and looks really pretty underneath the eye. Then I have my other concealer that I'm project panning this year. This is the Kosas Revealer Concealer, and I was working on this one because of the fact these go bad so fast. I do have some windowing, but I feel like this is lasting for absolute ever, so I may end up pulling this out of my project pan and putting something else in just so I can finish a concealer this year. But I've been wearing this almost exclusively so far this year, and I need to rotate through some of my other ones. Then we have the Maybelline Superstay Activewear Concealer. I really like this one on my skin. It is kind of a medium coverage, and I like the way that it feels and looks on my skin. Then we have the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum, and I think if I pull the Revealer Concealer out of my project pan, I'll probably put this one in because I don't think it'll take me very long to go through it, and it is one of the older ones in my collection. But this is one of my top favorites. I love this. It looks beautiful under the eyes. It looks beautiful all over the face, and I absolutely love this one. Then we have the NYX Pro Fix Stick. This is the one I was talking about that I want to get the peach shade in. And this is beautiful under the eyes. I have it on today, and I just really like this. I do like to blend this one with my fingers because the warmth helps melt it into my skin, but one of my top favorites at the moment. And then last but not least, we have the Shiseido Synchro-Skin Self-Refreshing Concealer, and I really like this one. It's one of my lightest concealers, but I absolutely do love this one, and it works great for me. Next is powder, and they are the same brand, just different shades. I have a mini of the Pound Cake Huda Beauty powder and a full size of the Cherry Blossom powder. That's the only powders I have right now. Love this. Don't have plans of picking up anything else unless it's a pressed powder. I will forever just absolutely love this and recommend it, and I don't even want to try any other powders. So that's my powders. And I have one setting spray. This is the e.l.f. Dewy Coconut Setting Mist, and I absolutely love this one. It gives a nice glow without looking oily or greasy or anything like that. And next we are on to brows and eyes. So for brows, I have the Brow Lift, which is the clear gel. I have the Instant Lift Brow Pencil, and I have the Wow Brow. So that is the only brow products that I have in my collection. Then we have eye primer. I have the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. This is my favorite. I will repurchase this probably. And the NYX Glitter Primer. I'm thinking about trying the e.l.f. eye primer, so let me know if you've tried the new one. Then we have mascara. I have the e.l.f. Lash Extender. Absolutely love this. It's my first tubing mascara that I have tried. Then we have the L'Oreal Telescopic. Love this one for a more natural look. And the Maybelline Sky High. I have it in brown, and this gives a lot of volume. Last but not least, we have eyeliners. So I'm going to swatch all of these for you. So first we have the Believe Beauty Long Lasting Eyeliner in Olivia. This one is in my project pan, and there is what that looks like. Then we have Queen Mauve in the same brand and formula. This is a really pretty kind of purpley mauve color. And then we have Slate, which is a gray. I've used up multiples of these in different colors over the years, and I really, really like them. So there's that one. Then we have the Nude Essence Liner. They did change the name of these. They're now, I think, Stay and Play or something like that. But I have this one in my waterline today. It's my favorite, and I've gone through a full one of these before already, and will definitely repurchase it. Then we have the new ones, which are the Stay and Play, and this one's in But First Espresso. I have this one on today as well in my tight line. That is a really pretty deep brown, and I really, really like this. Then we have the Kulfi Beauty Underlined Kajal Eyeliner in Tiger Queen. This is a really unique formula, and color, and a really good formula. So I really like this one. Then we have the LA Colors Gel Eyeliner in white. I don't use white as often as I do nude, but it is nice to have for certain types of looks. Then we have the LA Colors Neon Gel Liner in Wonder, and I love this one, especially in the waterline when I'm doing like a tealy colored look. It's really pretty. And then we have the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Liner in Vivid, which is a really pretty purple. And there's that. Then we have the number 7. I don't know if these are even available anymore, in Deep Green. And I love that color. I just think it's so pretty. Then we have the NYX Epic Wear liners. This one is in All Time Olive. And it's really similar if you look to that one, which I will not be repurchasing the Bleed Beauty because they're so hard to find, but I recommend this one. And then same thing in Gold Plated. This is a unique color, one I don't wear a lot, but I do enjoy having. And last but not least is the Sephora Ultimate Gel Eyeliner in Navy Shimmer. And I love a navy liner, so I really enjoy that one. So that is all of my complexion products and single eye and brow products. Up next will be powdered cheek products. I'm going to split the cheeks into 2 separate videos. I'm going to do powders in one, all of the categories, and then creams and liquids in a second video, all of the categories. Then we'll do eyeshadow palettes and single eyeshadows, and then we will do lip products. So make sure that you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and be sure you are subscribed and your notifications are on so you don't miss any of my future videos. And if you're not already following me on social media, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. I have 2 separate TikToks. One is beauty, one is life, but everything will be linked down below, so be sure to check that out. And I will see you again very soon. Have an absolutely beautiful day wherever you are. Bye!